My song is The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, sung by Vicki Lawrence and written by Bobby Russell and later remade in 1992 by Reba McEntire, and Reba's version is the version I grew up with. The song takes place in the 50s in an era in the South of mass corruption. There are actually two crimes committed in this song. One is corruption and the other is murder. Corruption is a violation of Idaho Code Title 18, Chapter 13, which says that an official cannot gain from a crime. And murder is a violation of Title 18, Chapter 40, which basically says you can't kill anybody. The judge was guilty of corruption because he gained because silencing the woman that was killed that he was also having sex with. Also, there was a murder committed in the song, and there was also a murder committed when they hung an innocent man. The song begins with a guy coming back into town, and decided he wanted to go to a bar for a drink. His friend at the bar informs him that he had had sex with his wife, and being very distraught, he leaves the bar and assumes that his wife had left town. He goes to his sister's fiance's house and he finds him dead on the ground. He finds his sister at the crime scene and helps her cover it up. He is subsequently shoots the gun to attract the sheriff, and the sheriff arrests him and accuses him of the crime. They take him in and they have a makeshift court and a made-up jury, and they convict him of murder, and wrongfully so, because he was his sister's guardian angel and took responsibility for the crime and confessed and was later convicted. With his conviction, it let the judge off the hook for his infidelity with the woman that was killed, and hence the judge had blood on his hands. The sister of the man hanged was actually the perpetrator of the crime, and she was the one describing the crime and confessing to it. She confessed to a newspaper reporter 40 years later. 40 years later, she confesses to the double homicide and says who is going to believe the sister of a convicted murderer, and goes on to tell the story of how she committed this crime, and when the sister aims her gun, the body is never found. And she never misses, and so they never find the woman's body that was murdered, and I just can't believe that infidelity would drive somebody to a double homicide, and that would let their brother take the fall for them.